Man, the man, the myth. It's you. You're the legend. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Went with the gray pocket square. I don't know. Maybe the blue would have been better. Shout out to everybody. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Let's break it down. Let's have some fun. Crucial times for Bitcoin. Almost near the all-time high. The highest weekly candle we've ever had. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's have some fun. I got a brand new 32-inch curved monitor that I'll be working with today. Hey, stepping up my game, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I left the 1 second chart up there for you, and we dive bombed on that 1 second. We had lost the 200 MA. 1 second looks like it's going to make a move here out of this flag to the upside, right, for Bitcoin. And why am I on the 1 second? Just for fun for a split second here. But look, 1 second to the upside. Remember when I traded that 1 second at the all-time high break? Pretty crazy, right? Let's get that music back up and running. Shout out to everybody here on the live. It's a little loud for me. I'm going to bring it down, but I'm going to bring the music up for you. All right. How we doing on that noise? Everything should be good on the audio. Sounds good. Slick on the slick. Sound level a little lower than usual. Interesting. I don't think so. Yeah, I got everything popped on. I think you need to turn your volume up, but that's just me. Yeah, God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Yeah, this is great. Thank you, Rave Song Records, who's a studio engineer, and he's saying it sounds absolutely beautiful. No, I got it ready, way ready. We had I have overmodulation yesterday on the gain, and I have it all taken care of now. Have no fear. Sammy is here, and I'm not playing games with my audio. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. You can see kind of a bit of a shoulder, head, a shoulder there. I'm not going to be on the 1 second all day. I'm telling you that right now. We're going to be taking a look at the 1 hour, the 15, and looking at Bitcoin. Yesterday, we made massive gains in the trading group. Shout out to everyone that's in the trading group with me. You just made massive gains. Like the Ethereum trade lifted to oblivion. We talked about that. We went over it, $2,800 Ethereum. Again, if you made the moves that I made, press the buttons I made, you made boatloads of money yesterday. It was insanity what happened. And now we're cleaning up. Altcoins are pumping, taking that liquidity out of Bitcoin. But even Ethereum's taking a bit of a pullback. Everything's pulling back a little bit after that surge last night. People are taking some profits. So let's take a look at BTC. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's have some fun. And let's do what we do every single day here on the channel, which is do a top-down analysis for Bitcoin, see where it's likely going to go, and then possibly even make a live trade with each and every one of you sitting here. The first thing I do is I look at price action without the moving averages. I really want to take a look at price action. It's important to me. Price action tells a story, okay? We can see kind of what's happening right now just by looking at the charts. So right off the bat, you can see right here, previous support was resistance. Same kind of story going over here on the daily. Let me move into the weekly here. Nice thick green candles on that weekly. I love that. Got to be vibrant, right? Actually might even make them pop a little more. So the key is there's a bunch of people short of the market because they saw bearish divergence. Good for them. I'm super excited they did that, because if they didn't, we would not have gotten that move up to the upside yesterday, and we wouldn't have made massive gains. Shout out to my peoples in the chat. Let me see, is the chat up and running? It is. Wow, you people are amazing. God bless everyone here on the live. Connected, yay. Reminder, call me for the podcast. Thank you. You got to email us. I will never remember. I'm being honest, I have money being thrown at me. People call me all the time. I would likely never call. Email my wife and she'll get back to you. If not, we probably will never remember. I know it's crazy, right? But that's what happens when you're the lifer, man. I will attempt to remember. I will likely never call. Even though I'm like, yes, I'd love to do that. There's things I'd love to do. I never do them because I'm sitting here making gains in front of me right now every day, you know, which is crazy, right? But that's just the facts. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you. We'll get back to that email then. Thank you so much. God bless you, brother. People show you on the sound. I think you always sound great, and I'm half deaf. That you're funny, bro. But you wouldn't be the best. No. I see what you're saying, though. Hey, God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. Being honest is the best, man. Yeah, I'm so late. Good morning, everybody. Shout out to James. You're not late. You're right on time, baby. You're the opportunity. I'm just getting started, man. Actually, we really haven't breached the surface yet. You're not late at all. So previous resistance is support. We're seeing this nice chunky price action here for Bitcoin on the weekly. And there's two scenarios that I'm kind of going over. One is we could make a falling wedge. It's more unlikely now that pumps so hard because it kind of changes the trajectory of the top trend line. And it almost says that, we're going to be in some type of bullish rectangle here for Bitcoin. So the bullish rectangle looks likely for BTC. Something like this. The only thing that I want you to be careful of and be understanding, everyone gets excited for these pumps. Up forever. No. That's the top of the channel. I could see us come right back down to 105, and then we could 105 to 110 and just channel there for 4 to 6 weeks and then explode later on after a beautiful consolidation. To me, that's the healthiest thing. You want Bitcoin to go sideways now for 6 weeks, and you want the altcoins to absorb price action. You want all that extra money that would have come into Bitcoin when people are foaming in because it's going to fly to FOMO into altcoins. Then you want altcoins to pump, and you want people to sell their altcoins into what? Into Bitcoin, and then you want Bitcoin to take off. Then you want the same thing, Bitcoin to consolidate and altcoins to rip, and we're going to get this cycle. See? This is what we're looking for. Trump to speak today, probably about altcoins. I'm just joking around, but probably about cryptocurrency. It might come out of his mouth. You never know. He's probably, you know what's crazy? I don't even know about, I just heard about the riots. Like, I didn't know about the riots. I'm in a place with no TV. I don't watch the news. I don't read the news. And I just look at the charts. And I scanned crypto without looking at X.com. I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? And my X is catered to like crypto stuff, news events, finance. So I'm not trying to be rude. I didn't even know about the LA riots. I think, to me, man, this stuff is all trying to get your attention. It's attention grab. I focus on what's right in front of me and how to make gains right there. Keep your focus centered. That's how the richest people make their money, is they have centered focus. It's focus and discipline, my friend. Focus and discipline. That's what it comes down to. The people who have the most and actually change the world. It's not even about having the most. People that change the world, do the most, service others the best. Like they create a product with a business. Let's just say two guys create a really good business, a product. Like one guy creates electrical cords keep falling off on the roof. He has this great way to connect them, right? That came out a long time ago, but whatever. You get it? Bang. Okay, cool. Like you put the extension cord in, but it comes out, but you have a two thing that kind of brings them together neat so they never get loose again. It's a kind of little neat little trick, right? My dad's friend patented, thought it would be a good idea. He was always on the roof, and sometimes he would unplug. Yeah, no riding in Florida, law and order, baby. 100%. But what I'm trying to say, what I'm attempting to say is there's two people. Maybe another guy has another innovative product. But one guy's just a little lazier, not as ambitious. He doesn't sell as many. He doesn't change as many people's lives, right? If you have a product that you believe is going to change people's lives, then you got to work really hard to get it into the hands of the people that need it. That's business. Business is about service. People always thought business is about people working for you. But when you're the CEO, you're actually working for everyone in the company. Amen? Amen, right? You're working for your employees. It's not the other way around, okay? You're making sure they have everything they need. You're making sure they have everything they have to succeed so they can go to the highest levels. Anyway, let's take a look. So Bitcoin on the weekly could easily consolidate here sideways for the next few weeks, and that would be fine with me. As long as we stay above this previous resistance at 104,005, I'll take it. I will take it. And what I want to show you, and a lot of people aren't talking about, is this would be the highest weekly close in the history of BTC. It was for a second. It's now coming right back down to kind of where we were before, right at this kind of resistance here on the weekly. So beautiful pump. Nothing to say anything bad about it, but we did sold the local top at 110,200. And we went to 110,680. I mean, what else can you? We did amazing. I got pants on. I've got pants on. I'm wearing pants. Beautiful, cocky pants that match the blue. I look absolutely stunning. I'm telling you right now, if you saw me in person right now, you'd fall the floor. I'm just joking. It's a persona. It's a joke. You know what I mean? You kind of live up to who you have to be online. I'm the lifer, man. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you more than you would ever know. So the weekly looking beautiful, but I wouldn't be surprised if we started some type of pullback. I'd like to see the weekly close strong somewhere in this area. That's going to be tough. Maybe we go sideways throughout the week. Okay. I'd like the weekly to close just like this. That would be actually really nice. And then we could come back down. Next week would be a red week. And then, we'd start that consolidative process. I'm cool with it. If you're cool with it, I'm cool with it, yo. Cool with it. So the 5-day suggests that there's more of an uptrending flag, you see? Which is also a great sign. And the 5-day with tweezer tops. That will close, though, in 4 days and 10 hours. We have a while. before that 5-day candle closes. So it's going to take a second. How do you guys liking the new monitor? Are things crispier, looking good? It's a 4K monitor. Things should be sharper for you, a little nicer, a little neater. I'm still broadcasting in 1080, so it wouldn't matter, but I don't know. You might be able to see a different, just in the lines here. I just want to know. It's 4K, man. I'm using that 4K, baby. So we go to the 3-day chart. And the 3-day, though, the one cool thing about the 3-day is it did break out of a flag. So the 3-day could be the one. Every once in a while, I'll use the 3-day. I'll disregard everything else, and I'll kind of go with it. And the 3-day could also make, you could start getting more of what I'm looking for. Is like, I like ascending triangles at this point. They're sexy patterns. They get really tight. They look nice. They start to move to the upside. They get sleek, right? They remind me of like a 1940 Ford or something. They got this look, you know what I mean? Chopped Ford. Anyway, that's my own thing. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. What is he talking about? Old classic cars, what he's talking about? This guy's out of his mind, all right? So, and here we take a holistic approach to trading, as my man Mad B says, where we got to find out what's going on in your subconscious mind. We got to find out why you believe you don't deserve. Because no matter how good of a trader you are, if you believe you don't deserve, you will fumble the bag. You'll make a bunch of money and you'll give it all back because you think it's not meant for you. You see? How you feel about yourself will have everything to do with your P&L. And people don't realize that. They'll be like, I've done everything. I've studied. I've put all the homework, but I still keep losing because it's about how you think about yourself. If you believe you are destined for greatness and money should be flowing, it's likely the trades will start to go better for you over time. You have to basically explain to yourself that you deserve it. Sam's holistic approach to trading, $50 super chat from Mad B. Let's see what he has to say here on the channel. He says, Sam's holistic approach to trading is second to none. You will change your mindset, your habits, your discipline, and you will win. This group will change your life. Do yourself a favor and join the 99. Best decision I ever made, man. God bless you, bro. I really appreciate that. And I can go to bed tonight with the fact that this man, Mad B, sent me a $50 super chat just to tell me how much I've changed his life with the system I created, with the mindset training that I've put out, and the mentorship that I push every single day, man. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, 1 minute RSI bull div. Can't watch right now, so I came here just to say keep it up. Sam, love the energy. Thank you, J-Matt. I really appreciate that. Very nice of you just to throw out a chat. Sam, you look crispy and sexy as usual. Could be on the block phone and still look good, man. You're fun. You can be on the block phone. You're funny. Dan, stock market is strong and Bitcoin acting like a kitty cat. Well, let's take a look. We're sitting in the NASDAQ right now. In this NASDAQ trade, I don't know. The stock market isn't that strong. NASDAQ's only up about 1.4% on the trade right now on BTCC. This is the trade that we have cooking here on the NASDAQ. We are up. I took profits up here. We came back down. I got back in. Very simple, right? That little swing netted me almost about, at one point, the high was almost 450. And we're growing this account one day at a time here. And I'm excited to see it continue to grow here on Wiso Trade. We have a trade open live right now on the NASDAQ. It's up 1.5% here on BTCC. In it, 21,858. We're now at 21,877 on the 77s when we talked about it. I talked about Hyperliquid. I said this is a chance of a lifetime to get in at this beautiful price. And it boomed to the upside. I put a pretty penny in. It ran up. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Hyperliquid with the call. And yeah, beautiful move to the upside. We gave you the stop loss, the entry, take profit, all that. That's in the trading group. And just showing you how this thing boomed to the upside exactly as it was supposed to out the flag. It just did exactly what it was supposed to do. So the 3-day chart. Could this thing just continue out this flag, out the first measured move here, and continue to boom? It very well may. We could see something just continue to rip. However, I'm going to show you some reasons why that's unlikely. You can make the decision yourself. I'm going to give you the data. See, I love this channel. I'm going to give you the data. You can make the decision yourself as to what you believe or what's likely going to happen, right? So, and again, man, what a huge move yesterday. The fact that people aren't, we almost hit the all-time high. I can't believe the Google search engine is down. Retail is the lowest it's ever been while Bitcoin's ripping. We've never seen this. This is actually an anomaly. This is a bit of an anomaly. We haven't seen this type of behavior in the markets when Bitcoin is very close to an all-time high. You know what? I sat there and I tried to ask myself what's happening. And I said, it's retail. They're sick of being told Bitcoin. It's been 10 years and now it's too high. And the people that procrastinated are just going to continue to procrastinate likely. And the people that got in, got in. And you told your brother, you told your mother, you told your friend, you told everybody you could. There's going to be a new generation, a new surge, though, of money when we have like another generation, Gen Y, Gen X. And they're probably going to be a little more privy to jumping into Bitcoin, right? So anyway, we have beautiful support for Bitcoin at 104.5. We break 104.5, that's when I would start thinking of 102 and then 98,005. Until then, you got to stay bullish on that weekly time frame. And the 3-day chart just looks really nice to me. It does. I mean, you've got this resistance right here, which is now support at 106,250. And that was like the double top. We had to break back above it. We got below it. It was like, whoa, we're back above it again. I would love a consolidative pattern here that shows a beautiful bull pennant. And that could likely get us to move to the upside. And again, 3 days, 1, 2, 3. We can actually hold shift. If you go here, hit the plus sign, then you're going to hold shift right where you want. And then go sideways. This is a hidden little menu. A lot of people don't know there. 45 days it could take to consolidate before the bigger move. So everyone wants up only, but I see consolidation for Bitcoin. Beautiful move yesterday. It solidified the fact that we got above key levels. We bounced off 100,004, I believe. And again, everyone, you do whatever you want, but I got so many ways to make gains. You want to have, in trading, you want to have a bunch of different ways to make money, right? Not just one. You want to have a bunch of different ways to make money, and I have so many different ways to make money off the market. I'm going to show you something in a little while, how you could have made money at the beach, how you could have made money with your family, how you could have made money doing whatever you wanted. That sounds pretty cool, right? I'm going to show that to you in a little while. Stay tuned for that. How you would have made money and you wouldn't have been even at your computer. I'm just saying, I have the locked-in systems that show you how to do this, and it's about time. We got the tech. So we got to align ourselves with the new tech. If you're not aligning with new tech, you're going to get lost to the wayside, and tech moves fast. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kept up with Bitcoin. I started seeing the tech change. I started researching the internet. I stayed on the internet. The internet told me there was new money coming out. It told me Bitcoin was coming. The internet taught me everything I needed to know about the future, but everyone else was sitting in the present. I was in the future. The only problem with me, I was in the future so much that when I came back to the present, I didn't really know how to talk or hang out with people. I needed to come back to the present for a little while. I'm being honest. For a while, I was so I basically was projecting into where money was going to be, what we were going to be doing all the time. I call that a futurist, right? There's many futurists here watching my channel because that's the type of person we attract. But again, you spend so much time projecting into the future, you got to come back into the present moment sometimes. It helps because you can see where we're going. Like I started looking, where's money going to go? They started printing this money to zero, then what? I said, well, they're going to print the money to zero, and then Bitcoin's going to have every 4 years. There's new digital money is going to move with the internet. Man, to me, it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that hard to figure out where money was going to go here in the next few years. We got BOOKMAP running for us. BOOKMAP also suggesting we're going lower. It's got a bunch of liquidity at 106,000. So a bunch of people got late onto the short as it started to pump at 107, 108. They threw a stop loss down here, and now they're hoping they're going to win, and they didn't take profits yet. You have to understand, only the bosses take profits at the top. I already sold. Why? Because I'm used to selling. Every day when I'm up, I sell. So I sell on Monday, I sell on Tuesday, I sell Thursday, right? So, of course, I'm going to sell the top a lot because I sell when I'm up. And a lot of days I'm going to be up when it's the actual top. I'm going to sell, I'm going to absolutely nail it, and then we're ready to rock, See how we painted the walls here to match the colors of TradingView and of BOOKMAP? You see how we did all that? Because we wanted to really bring you in here to this whole, the gray, into the gray. I thought gray really, I don't know, there's something about the way it popped here. You tell me with the new setup here. So $106,000 BTC. It just looks likely like we're going to go down there. BOOKMAP has been 90%. Like it's at 107K. We hit it. It's at 108. We hit it. It does have liquidity a little further to the upside. We got some money all the way up. And there's a short squeeze there up to possibly 115,080. We got liquidity up there. And it's on either side. But the deepest, the darkest, the most, right there, you see the dark there, 107.6, 106.260. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a move to the downside for Bitcoin. Earlier today, I called a flag on the 1 minute. It did break out. That flag pumped. So had you scalped the 1 minute flag with me, it did break out. All right, in the trading group, I want to, hold my hold my rep on that. But then we did pull back. We lost the 1 minute 200 MA, and we started to drop further to the downside. And this is kind of what I'm seeing here. Shout out to all the dedicated people here on the live. If you're still here with me, if you're going to kick it all summer, put a 333 if you're going to kick it with me all summer long, baby. And you've got it. And you've got this. All right. But seriously, see how the gray matches the gray? Into the gray, man. Into the gray. I'm loving the colors, but the painting would look great up there. You guys think the painting would look nice? Really? You knew about the painting? Hold on, now I'm going to waste time with the stream, but like I have the painting here. I don't know, man. I think I got to keep it fresh, right? But we got the painting here, right? You know, but where would I put it? How would I put it there? You know what I mean? I think it's too much at the moment. It's a beautiful painting, though. Thank you for saying that. And I had to entertain you with my ADHD. Let's move back into the charts. What people are asking here, what are here for? They're not here to look. 333 all summer long. Put a 333 in the chat if you're here all summer long. All right. Funny. Shout out to Evelyn Diaz, the great man, top secret. You know what I'll do? I'll put a little Bitcoin light. You know that, like, I'll put like one of those lights that shines. Put a little Bitcoin symbol up there, something fun. All right. He said, need the monitors in the background. I mean, we can always do that. That's, you know. Bang, bang, bang. 333, baby. Okay, so we got a lot of people dedicated for the summer. So, yeah, Bitcoin. Looks like it's pulling back. I wasn't in a trade this morning. I said, yo, guys, I'm out of a trade. Look what I said to the group. This is how you know I'm a real one. I said, I'm out of all trades. I said, after massive gains this weekend, it feels weird, you know? And so I'm not in a trade after making... I'm not in a trade as 936 after making so much yesterday and last night. I feel it's too greedy right now. Like, we could take a day off. Like, you don't have to go after it every single day. Yesterday was crazy. The trading didn't stop. It was all day. It was tiring. I couldn't go to sleep till 2 a.m. I made so much money I couldn't breathe. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. It was absolutely absurd how much money was flying in. Like, it was nuts. So, Sammy, those neons are cheesy, bro. You're too fresh for that. I like that art piece. Maybe leaning on the wall, even in the back to the right of you for now. You're funny. I can't lean it on the wall. How could you lean something on the wall and fall down? Lifer sold short of the top last night. Amen. Yeah, I saw a lifer. Yeah, exactly. You posted a trade on the 3-minute. We did, yeah. It was actually like the 1-minute time frame. And it did pump. Like, I'll show you. I posted this flag on the 1-minute here. And the bounce off the 3-minute 200 MA, which did, you know. But this is the little flag here. And we did get the bounce. You know, you would have won that trade. I'm just saying. I mean, 70% of the measured move. What more can you get? Don't be greedy. But then that started to collapse. We lost the 200 MA on the 1-minute, and we started to fall further to the downside for Bitcoin. All right. I'm D saying looking for it to hold at 108.6. And these are great prices, everybody. You do you. I was buying 100. I already just bought a bunch of Bitcoin right before it ripped. Remember that? Unbelievable. I bought 3K worth of Bitcoin yesterday, and then the thing was gone. Gone, baby, gone. I did end up buying that 3K worth of Bitcoin. Everything worked out for me. So shout out to Weeks. Shout out to Bit2Next, MEXC, and BTCC. Got a trade on the NASDAQ right now on BTCC. It's up $17, 1.4%. Oh, nope, it's up $2. Only 0.2%. It's shifted. And this is the NASDAQ trade right here. Right, just getting, you know, sitting pretty right there inside of this ascending triangle. I'm looking for it to get the bigger move to the upside with the stop below that low there at 21,500 too, and get that move to 22,600. It'll be a long-term trade there for the NASDAQ. And I'll scalp it along the way up to it. It breaks this previous high, take a scalp. And that's my trade on BTCC. You want to check out BTCC, and you could trade Tesla. You could trade the NASDAQ, Bitcoin, multiple pairs, great liquidity, great exchange. And, yeah, check it out. I stay stacking on Weeks, baby, all day long. I got a boatload on Weeks, and I just bought more and more Bitcoin. I got 0.69. We're on our way to a whole BTC here on Weeks, right? And I'll show you, if you go to spot, you can buy Bitcoin spot on Weeks. You could trade futures on Weeks. One of the greatest places to trade futures, in my humble opinion, because it's great liquidity, really. And I love the customer service. They go out of their way to make sure people aren't using APIs and bots, which I like, right? So, you know, some people don't like it because if you're a bot trader and you're firing off every 5 seconds, right? Like BTCC will use API and bots. See, some exchanges will let you use a bot, some exchange won't. It all depends on the exchange that you're using. All right? It all depends on the exchange that you're going to use. So bang. And look at that. When you lose the 200 million, boom, and then we sold right there because that's where I keep it. Right at a little bit above break even. I got in, I put the stop loss a little bit above break even. That way you can't get hurt. This did play out. See, this was the bounce back to the upside here out the flag. Nice little gain, but it wasn't amazing. All right. Ethereum. Are we going to trade ETH live on MEXC? We'll take a look here. I had this nice little trade on ETH. I didn't take it, but it did take a beat down. Would have gotten stopped out there in the flag when you take a shot. You know it's been pumping hard on the bigger time frames. We're going to give you a big analysis on ETH as well to show you what's happening. Could this flag end up playing out? There's a chance. ETH is very, very bullish compared to Bitcoin, and money could be flowing out of Bitcoin into Ethereum here. You're above the 200 moving average. Kind of have a shoulder head and slanted shoulder. See if it could, there's a chance ETH is sitting here at 2,800 by the end of the day. We'll break it down. We'll take a look at it on the bigger time frames, and then we'll whittle down into the smaller. Finishing off with Bitcoin here. Sorry to get off topic. The 3-day chart. I just see it making a consolidated flag. I would like it to dump here. I know it sounds crazy, but if it continues to pump, that's unsustainable. We'll have a nasty dump. And if it continues to pump, you could have a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. I'm not looking for that. So I'm looking for this to kind of do this. I'm looking for a lower high and higher lows to get tighter inside the channel here. That's what I would really like to see for Bitcoin. All right. Exactly. He said, Weeks won't let me withdraw without KYC. I mean, I say don't use them if I need for my money for over a month. No, that's crazy. Just contact us and we'll help you, man. It's not that serious. Yeah. Just contact us, man. Did you ever contact Jamie or anyone on my team so they can contact? I know the COO. I sit and eat with him. I'll look him dead in the face and say, hey, man, this is a person. Here's his user ID. All right? Please help him out immediately. Have no fear, man. Just take a deep breath. You got to email Crypto Lifers. You got to talk to Jamie. You got to talk to my team, man. You really, if you're going to, and we'll have it cleared up for you in a couple days, bro. Probably less. Maybe in an afternoon, man. Take a deep breath. It's not that serious. God bless everybody here. So continue to go forward here on the daily. You're not dealing with some unknown exchange, man. You're dealing with someone that knows somebody. This isn't anonymous. All right? Yeah, you're messing up by not contacting us and then freaking out online. Take a deep breath, brother. You're acting like I don't have the pull I have in the industry. You get what I'm saying? You're talking to the Crypto Lifer here, brother. You're under my wing. I'm not going to let anyone do what you just said happen to you. It's not happening. It's not happening. All right? That wouldn't be good for me, so I wouldn't let it happen. Get it? Amen. So let's get you on the right path here and get you squared away. Email Crypto Lifers. Tell us what's happening. If you could join the trading group, it would help. If you're not in it, it's harder for you to DM my admin, right? So I guess maybe to get your money back, you might want to pay the $99. Join my trading group. It could help you. You might already be in the trading group. I don't know. I don't remember everyone's name. I apologize if I should know. So the daily. I'm looking for the daily to pull back. Okay, we had a beautiful pump. I mean, what can you ask for? You're a little far away from the 21-day moving average now at this point, right? So you got to take that into account. Now, what's happening here? Where's my VRVP? Here we go. Always made that the MACD just a little too big, all right? So yeah, moving forward here on the daily time frame, you got a lower high, right? But we got shoulder, head, and right shoulder was defied. It's great. But look where we're at now. Look at the moving averages. You're near the 21, but a little far. Massive pump. That was a short squeeze. A massive short squeeze. Everything's looking good. You're slanted down on the RSI like price. There's no divergence. You're still moving up. And again, it may be a sharper angle like this. We may start to make something more, more tight where we don't go that deep. We might even, and again, I don't know how deep we're going to go. We'll find it out because we'll see a divergence on the 4 hour. You see? But what I'm looking for is a pullback here for Bitcoin. And for us to consolidate into a flag. That would also make sense, right? We need to tell people the Bitcoin dom is still high and alt's going down too. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance is pretty high. 100%. And it's time just to scalp. Scalp these altcoins. Scalp. If you're up in something, scalp it. Take the money. Take the money and run. That's what I've been doing with these altcoins and then moving into Bitcoin and continuously grabbing Bitcoin. Every day Michael Saylor buys more, I get FOMO. I'm like, dang, man, I need to be buying more like he is. I got to be doing what he's doing. I can't be going against the grain. If we're going to make gains, we got to be doing what the billionaires are doing, man. I'm just saying. Like, if you're doing what everyone else is doing, which is acting scared and not stacking, it is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here, man. We got a full house here today. I'm excited what we can do with all these people. We can do amazing things with this 2,000 group of people here right now. We could do amazing things. We can stay positive, believe in God, help others, and change the world. I can't do it alone, but with all of you guys and girls, lifers and lifettes, man, we can really wow. We can get lit together. We can change this whole world in a second, man. Let's stay blessed. There's so much negativity out there, but I believe in the power of the age of Aquarius. When things change, everyone feels the pain, right? That's when things change. So there's going to be a transition. Transitions are made for these times. So bear with me now here on the 4-hour time frame. This is what I see happening here. Let's get tight. The 4 hours away from the 21-day moving average. Last night, I attempted to scalp the 15, which actually did end up pumping slightly. But it didn't go to fruition. Why? Because we knew the 4 hour was away from the 200. I told my students this. I said, listen, I know we're all bullish. I know it looks good. I said, but it's most likely you're going to dump back to the 21-day moving average. This is how price action works. You'll pump, you come back to the 21. Once you understand my strategies, you will be selling local tops all the time. You won't be chasing. You'll know when you shouldn't be chasing. It'll be pretty obvious to you when you shouldn't be going all in. Okay? When you're away from the 21-day moving average, you do not want to be getting into longs. When you're tight and the moving averages are close, you want to be nailing it. That's why we went in on this shoulder right here. The 4 hour was above the 200. The 21 was touching. That's my catalyst for an explosive move. I don't even care about the pattern to me. I just buy now when I'm above the 21 with the 21 touching. That's it. I stopped playing games with my life. I figured out how to make money over and over and over again in these charts, and I do it every day in front of thousands of people. And again, I'm not even bragging. I'm teaching you technical analysis. The TA will get you there. So I see a pullback for Bitcoin. Now let's pull a Fibonacci and see if that Fibonacci lines up with some key levels. And it really does, because you can see a previous support as resistance here on the 4 hour at the key level here at about 100,650, 106,650. We come back to 106,650. I'm looking here at the 618 golden pocket. All right. And so, yes, it makes sense to me that we could get a pullback. Now, what's crazy is we might pump today right in the channel, and everyone will, that's why when you understand market structure, when you see the pump, you figure out what it is. If you don't know this and you see the pump, you might think, oh, we might be going all the way to the moon again. Price action would just make you emotional if you can't see where it is inside the market structure that it's making, right? Once you already start projecting, you got a pretty good idea. Now, does this mean I know this happens for sure? No, maybe we do one of these and we do uptrend and just bomb and boom to the upside. I'm open-minded that anything is possible. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I say that every time I'm here. All right. I hear you, Crypto Lifer. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Shezmu, Pata Aman. I love you, man. Someone says it's pumping 108,640. I don't know if I would call that a pump. We're below 109,000 now, right? So this is what we're looking at. And again, this is a verified trend line because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. That is verifiable. Okay. So now it's pretty spot on that we're going to be coming somewhere back down. I'm looking at the 618 golden pocket. Again, if we ever lose the point of control at 105.5, we're going to drop further. I'm not saying that's going to happen. We have really strong resistance support. We retested that there. We had resistance here. We're above it here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we retested this chunk area just even here at the high volume node, 107.5, 106, right? I offloaded 7,500 of my spot gold for cash. Then I deployed into Ethereum. Amen. Last night I went all in on Ethereum, made $3,000 in about 5 hours. It was unbelievable. Had I stayed in the trade, I would have been up 6,000 had I woke up this morning, but it's okay. You can't say what I would have made. You got to be like what I did make and be super happy with it. Like, dear Lord, I made thousands of dollars yesterday. Thank you for everything in which you've given me. Thank you for the skills to make money. Thank you for the skills to see it before it happened. Thank you for the ability to teach others what I know and not keep it to myself. I had a great mom who taught me not to be selfish. She loved me and she was so kind to others. And I want to emulate exactly how she taught me. That's why I never stopped, even though my mom died. I never took a day off because my mom, I wanted everyone to know how loving my mom was. And through me, you can find out that I had the most loving mother in the world because I'm going to keep showing you love. You're like, how does this man have so much love? Because my mom had so much love. You get it? What you're given, you're able to give away. And so I give it back to you too. I want you to have so much love so you can help others. Love is the strongest frequency in the game. If you live in love, you cannot be denied. I say that all the time. It'll take care of all your problems, all your issues. You'll plow right through. So Bitcoin, I'm seeing a retracement for Bitcoin here. That's what I'm seeing on the 4-hour time frame. We might get a little bounce on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at how oversold we are on the 1 hour. Look at this. Look at the RSI. Shoulder, head, right shoulder on the RSI. Look, you can't see the head and shoulder, but I can. It's slanted right there. It's not hard. It's not easy to notice. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Looks like we may just roll over today or get a slow bleed down. I'm calling a slow bleed or a rollover on this beautiful Tuesday. We pumped really Sunday and Monday, right? Remember, it was a 2-day pump on the weekend. And things has just been going our way for a while now. And for 12 hours straight, Bitcoin just consumed all the shorts like you read about. So yeah, and I could be caught off guard. Maybe going to... So right now, look, bottom of the channel. That suggests you can get a move back to the top of the channel. So right now, look. And man, I love living in Massachusetts because people just pop on over. Like my buddy popped over, said, what up? You gotta love it, man. Seeing if we can get a bounce here off the top of the channel. That's what I'm looking for, right? What's the exact indicator you use for MAs? CBC 5MA DRS. So go up here to indicators, type in CBC, God rest his soul. That's and we made this for my mentor, man. God bless him. He is now passed. But God bless you, brother. CBC 5MA DRS by Deepak R. Sabu. All right. And that's going to give you the 5 moving averages. The 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200-day moving average. Whenever you're very close and tight, that's when price action starts to evolve and move up. Whenever you're far apart, that's when price action starts to crumble and pull back. What you're going to get, look, and we talked about this rising wedge breaking up. I gave this rising wedge to my group yesterday, right? I said, if we're going to break up, we're going to break up parabolically. I had a measured move a little higher to 111,000. We got pretty dang close, all right? Yeah. Bang, I'm about to pop over, bro. Are you here on the island, bro? Come on in, man. Let's hang. Let's hang. Renee, bang, always spreading her positivity. Amen. Shout out to Renee. Bull Trap, so sorry. You're funny, man. Renee, it might be, I think it's a dude. There's a lot of guys named Renee around the world, too. And he's from Montenegro, man. That's where my brother-in-law is from. He's Serbian from Montenegro. God bless you, brother. Thank you. So I'm looking for this possible bounce here for Bitcoin. You see? That's the level that I'm looking for, a possible bounce. But I see pullback. I see it as the head and shoulder. You see on that 1 minute? I see the 4 hour. Even if we get a bounce here, I see it as just, just a slow pullback bleed or something. Rounded top too. Almost a bit of cat ears, right? That could break down as well. I'm just more bullish than bearish. I'm sorry. I know you want me to show up and just say, hey, we're going to pump. But, I said that yesterday when, I'm pretty accurate with the price action, man. We're pretty spot on this channel. Like, it's amazing. You make money with us. Tight moving averages right there was the beautiful entry. I mean, that was it. What a move we made yesterday. We took that. We took everything we'd had. My whole trading, we took everything it had. And then I saw people shorting last night. You guys are awesome. When the lifer's out, it's probably going down, right? When the lifer's done, it usually means it's over. Lifer's out. I probably guys that love to short when I get out. I just don't short because I make fat stacks and I want to rest my brain. You don't run right into a short the second you leave a long. That's insanity. You know what I mean? You don't give your mind a second to change it up. So yeah, I see a bit of a pullback there for Bitcoin. Just going to reload that. Happens sometimes. Every once in a while, TradingView will glitch out on you. Happens like once a month, though. It's like very rare. They're amazing software. Great program. Gotta love it. Yeah, I see more pullback. If I was anybody, I would just stick to that 4 hour, and I wouldn't take a long till we get back to that 21-day moving average. Very likely. Also, the 15-minute will drop down to the 200 moving average as well. You may get this little bounce right now. See how it's like a shallow cup and handle? And another universe, there's your cup. It's not easy to see. But you got this cup here, but the handle's lower, right? It's not amazing. And now, look, you got local resistance at 109,073, 109K, because you fell back, like bounce, fell below it. Likely you're going to go further to the downside. This is just how it is, right? So, and what happens is when it's called the succession of the 200 MA, and this is my system, all right? You'll be watching the 1 minute will lose the 200. That will be the first indication that you're going further to the downside. Now, a lot of times you'll get the initial dump, and then you'll get the bear flag, the bearish retest. And I talk about this a lot. You'll attempt to get back above the 200, and then you'll retest down. Look, that was a bear flag. Flip it upside down. You would trade that bullishly as a bull flag. Above the 200 MA with the 21 touching. You can take my strategies, flip it right upside down, and trade it the exact same way. Again, look, had you just opened up a short, just like we longed every day, flip the chart upside down and then long up. It's crazy what I can teach you. I can teach you how to use the daily 200 in the 1 minute and the 21. I can teach you how to use the 200 MA and just the 200 on the 1 minute. Look, that was a perfect short. Like, why didn't you take it, Sam? Again, I don't want to be in a trade every 5 seconds. Dude, I love these. I love curved screens. It actually curves the lines. Like, everything is curved out. Like, this is dope. It's a very interesting experience. This is my first curved screen ever. I'm loving it. Anyone else here have a curved screen? Who here has a curved screen at home? This is awesome. This is amazing. The smart bet went long. The smart bot did go long. I don't know why it did that. It got itself caught up and underwater now. I guess it likes drawdown. But, I mean, yeah, I would have told the bot not to go long, man. I don't know what the bot was saying. Sometimes the bot, but you know what it does? It gets itself underwater, and then it buys itself out, and then it turns into massive money. So it's awesome. Yeah, I got a few. Yeah, these curve monitors are absolutely amazing. I got my first curve monitor. Bang, bang, bang. The best traders always eat good. Oh, I eat great. My wife cooked rigatoni and meatballs last night, though. It was, man, she cooked it like I couldn't stop eating the meatballs. When you go back into the pan and you're just like, she's like, save some for the kids, for crying out loud. I was like, I can't stop. The meatballs are so good. My wife is the best, man. I've got the best wife in the game. She really is. People that put their wife down, I find that so weird. Like, you ever hang out with someone like all they do is talk about their significant other? Imagine what they say about you. Red flagging right there. Those are red flags. People that talk about their significant other around you. Red flag. Everyone can get annoyed. My wife does this. You know how women are. That's one thing. But, like, man, my wife is the greatest thing ever, bro. She takes care of the kids. She doesn't drink. She doesn't smoke. She calms me down every time I need to be calmed down. She's always there. She handles the emails. She talks to all the lifers. She deals with everyone that works at the company. She makes sure no one comes near me that's not supposed to be near me. Curved wife in a flat screen or a flat wife in a curved screen. Now, I got a curved wife and a curved screen, man. I don't play that game. LOL Wolf. Yes, if they do that, I'm out. You're funny. Look at this. There's a head and shoulder on the 1 minute time frame right there. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? Looks it's attempting the daily reversal right here, but it doesn't seem to have the sauce that we usually look for, right? It's a little lackluster, and it almost looks like it could come back down into a descending triangle here. You see? Give it the benefit of the doubt if you can get the bounce out of the rising wedge back to the upside. We're watching the 1 minute time frame here. You can see now there's another local resistance at 108.8, and it's all about the eights for me. The eights are important. 108.8 is a key level. Yeah. I thought Sam was describing me for a second. You're so funny, Jamie. No, we saved that for Valentine's Day, Jamie. I had King Crab last week for the first time. It was awesome. King Crab ain't bad. If you get the right one. Yeah. Fresh and in season. Yeah. Not my thing. I'm kind of more of like a lobster shrimp guy. Wasn't big on, like, we don't eat a lot of crab meat. We eat crab cakes. We save crab for cakes here in New England. You know what I mean? We save the crab for the cakes. We save the lobster for the meat. The crab cakeys. I mean, a bit of an inverted head and shoulder, but I also have descending triangle vibes. I could see it going either way right now in the morning, some indecision. You'd expect some type of bounce on that 15-minute, right? You think alts will pump on this Bitcoin dump? No. Alts will pull back on this Bitcoin dump. 100%. Once Bitcoin starts to consolidate and show you that it's not going to make a bigger dump, alts will pump. No, I got pants on. Can I do like the fun little jump? You know what I mean? Like that little like, you know, I did click my heels together like Dorothy just there. I know you didn't see it, but I did. Lobster po' boy. Yeah, that Louisiana po' boy, bro. Give me that po' boy sandwich, man. I like that tartar sauce, bro. Give me tartar. Yeah, you don't give me no tartar on my crab cake, bro. Nah, seriously though. Blessings on blessings for everybody out here. Thank you for jumping on in and hanging out with the lifer. And some days it's not about making massive gains. We all really today should just be chilling and high-fiving ourselves on the live today. Like, and you made gains, and you get a car, 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 and we'd all didn't jump in and do something crazy, right? Seafood can remain safe in the sea. I'm a meat eater. I know, right? Seafood can remain safe. Amen. Honestly, most of it's pretty bad for you. Think about it. Bottom feeding, eating lobster. It's an insect, basically. It looks like an insect. It's this insect of the sea. I'm not saying I still don't eat it. I'm just saying I eat it way less than I used to. Look at the thing. It eats the garbage on the bottom of the floor. You're definitely going to get some toxins eating that stuff. Let's break it down. I mean, once a while. I eat it like a few times, once or twice a month. When the season comes on, I have a little bit of lobster over here. So look, this is a bit of a cup and handle. I see an inverted head and shoulder. It's attempting to reverse. This is how they've been reversing. They've been reversing the price the exact same way over and over again recently. Well, if they try to reverse the price here too, they attempted the similar type of inverted. They tried the inverted. Didn't happen. I feel like they tried it here too, and the right shoulder just let go. And they keep trying. It keeps falling off. This one looks better. Well, there's the pump there for BTC. And now we go back to that, the 30 second. Are you breaking the 200 MA on the 30 or the 5? And you got above the 200 moving average on the 5-second chart. And again, you make 5-second chart, Sam. You're out of your mind. But this is how you look at how things grow in progression. You'll break the 5-second, then you'll break the 30-second, then you'll break the 1 minute. If you want to know the intricacies of trading, I'll teach you. If you just want to know like the 1 hour and the 4 hour and you don't want to get too deep, fine. That's fine. It's like you could be someone could be a surgeon and really get in, like a brain surgeon. Or you could just be a guy that likes to wrap the knee. You know what I mean? It's up to you. I like to take it down to brain surgery, man. Micro strategy, if you know what I'm saying. Amen, right? No pun intended, micro strategy. But that's like, I like to make it so tight and minute. And so look, I mean, this flag should break out by my strategy. It's above the 200 MA, the 21's touching. You got a golden cross. Doesn't mean it's going to. Look, you have bearish div, slightly bearish div there, and even the indicator picked up the bearish divergence. That's how sensitive it is. So amazing. It picked up the bearish divergence. Pretty crazy. I'm not saying to trade this. We're not trading the 5-second chart. We're just starting to look at how it moves above the 200 moving average. And we could have this shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside. I grew up in a dairy farm. Raw milk is awesome. 100%. I only drink it raw, man. That's it. I won't drink any other milk because, and again, I'll leave this alone because, but I think pasteurization, and again, this is my opinion, so, because I'm not going to tell you that, but I believe pasteurization is really takes away most of the nutrients. You need basically good gut bacteria, and it's produced by the cow, man. The cow gives you this probiotic. Buy pressure still too hot though, yeah. Someone says Bitcoin will crash under 90K. I don't say things like that. And I'm sitting here every day. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I take it one step, one moment, one plan at a time. I did find this inverted head and shoulder reversal to the upside. Anyone who's sweating right now, they come to this channel, they say, oh my God, Bitcoin's dumping. What's going to happen? I'll go to the Lifer channel. He's going to find the inverted head and shoulder on the 1 minute and calm me down. He's going to start to slow down price, so I'm not watching a red candle on the 1 minute, on the 1 hour freaking out. He's going to show you what's happening. I'm a rocket surgeon, brain scientist. Amen. I like that. Yeah. So look, I mean, we should be getting somewhat of a bounce, but it's not amazing. At the end of the day, the 4 hour is pinning you. Right now, the 4 hour wants to come down on you. Remember that. A bunch of people are sitting now like, man, I probably should be taking some profits. You see? That's what they're thinking. All you got to do is continue to pay the trader. If you pay the trader, you'll look back in a month or two and have more money than you had before. If you don't pay the trader, I don't know what's going to happen. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, okay? Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Bring in the audio up just a little more for you. See, and I got a little more space there to get it in. I think that guy was right because I'm not peaking and I can still kind of tweak up there. So why not bring you the energy, really bring you on in. Clip them shorts, please, 100%, right? I joined the 99, absolutely best thing I ever did. I've been trading for 27 years. So this guy's been trading for 27 years. And he joined the group and thinks it's amazing. Honestly, I've never heard that. I've seen people say 10 years, 20 years. You said 27 years. Dude, I'd like to sit with you, man. You could probably teach me something. I know there's always something to learn. Now I'm tweaking a little bit. I know there's always something to learn. The only thing a lot is farmers may choose not to educate themselves. If farmers are fools, or I don't know what I'm saying. God bless you, bro. Can you please show me how to draw a proper fib retracement like I'm a toddler? 100%. And I also have this in the trading group. We have a Fibonacci bootcamp class. It's a 45-minute class. Shows you all the ways I use the fib, how I use it, why I use it. That information will change your life forever. Please go into the trading group. Go to cryptolifer.com, everyone. And inside my Discord, I have an entire teaching module center that's going to blow your mind. All right? It's not a module. I wish it was a teaching module center. But it's got the basics of what you need. And it's got video after video in the content directory. It's got boot camps, man, candlesticks. It's going to teach you about support or resistance. Look, we got it all here, all right? Bitcoin halving dates, limit orders versus market orders, companies active in crypto, stop loss hunting season, important advice for all traders, all right? Multiple take profits on Mexi futures, all trading setups if you like that. How and why to add alerts, trading view shortcuts. Then we got the fractals, VRVP, stochastics masterclass, candlesticks, Bitcoin dominant, support and resistance. What is a swing? 21 crossing the 200 on the 4 hour. What does that mean? Head and shoulders, price action versus indicators, the making of a trade, a deep dive on the process and mindset, measured moves, deep cross, understanding gap trading, Bitcoin dominance, cup and handle, wedges and triangles, Pactions, trend analysis, the rising wedge, measured moves, double tops, double patterns, stop loss, yield farming. Where's the Fib Masterclass? Where's the Fibonacci? Stochastics. Fractals. It's in there. I probably just can't spot it. Fibonacci. Where's my Fib Masterclass, man? Hey, I want to make sure it's in here. Anyway, I'll go over it later. Diamond patterns. I don't see the Fib Masterclass, Jamie, in here. I don't know where it is. It's probably in there. Death crawl, screen share. Now I'm stuck on that, right? Anyway, this will blow your mind. Fib class right there. Fibonacci class. And VRVP. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. I'm insane. I know that. My whole staff puts up with my insanity. Made tons of money off trading the 2 hour 200 on AERO. Can you check it out for me? Thank you. Join the 99. Dude, you nailed it. Omar Torres. And you can take my strategies and just do what you want. You know. See, Jamie likes to reprimand me live. Never reprimand the boss, man. Just tell me, Sam, you're perfect. The text wasn't big enough for you to see. It's not you. Jamie, you're supposed to butter me up all the time and never ever say anything that makes me upset. You're supposed to butter me up constantly, man, like a buttered bun, man. I want to feel like a jelly roll, bro. So anyway, the inverted head and shoulder did break to the upside. We got the bounce off 108.5 all the way up to 109,800. All right, just cashed out my 22,000 on my long. Bitcoin very bearish now. We're going much lower. What's your opinion, Sammy? Yeah, I don't believe that. I say one step at a time. Yeah. One step, one move. We get above the 1 minute 200 MA, we may be getting you know? And this is what I wanted. I wanted us to reverse back to the top of this pattern. It made sense. The 15-minute looked like it was going to bounce back up off the falling wedge, right? We went over this idea. Why didn't I long it? I'm not that greedy right now. I made so much yesterday. I'm just kind of sitting. Jamie's really the one running the show, 100%. What happened with the script you showed a couple weeks ago? What does that mean? I don't know. Super chat, bet stock, HOPPY, and AERO. Thank you. We'll take a look at bet stock, HOPPY, and AERO. We'll see what's happening. Yeah. Nah, Jamie's the best. Jamie is the perfect person you'd want to run a company, man. Stone-faced, no BS. Like, no one's putting anything by us, man. You're not selling us the Brooklyn Bridge over here. It ain't happening. All right? Haven't seen the lemon go in the water in a while because I travel. I'm in a new location. You know? I don't got a glass yet. It's all-time highs now, baby. Shout out to Baki. Yeah. What a beautiful move for Bitcoin back to 109,000. That's strong. You got to like that. All right? And now we can start to scalp if we get above that 1 minute. Again, high risk on that. I did find that inverted head and shoulder. Just could have taken that right shoulder. And wow, what a perfect rip to the upside. Had I not made so much money yesterday, I probably would have traded it because I would have had that hunger in me. You know, when you've eaten an entire elephant, you may not wake up the next day too hungry, right? We ate an elephant yesterday straight up. I mean, we got every piece of that move. It was one of my greatest. Yesterday was one of the greatest trading performances of my life. Honestly, I have to be honest. Like, if every day went like yesterday, my goodness, we'd be in massive gains all the time. The automatic baby show when you invited a guy to the stream, which presented the bot. Remember now? Yeah, exactly. He said, best source for realty and education I ever found in over 10 years. Crypto friend and crypto lifer and master friend are the best anywhere at any price. Shout out to Inner Circle Gangster, man. I love you, man. I believe that. Me and my team are hands down the best. If you don't think you're the best, then why should you even be in business? Wow, Bitcoin is flying. They're messing these shorts up. If you can't read an inverted head and shoulder on the 1 minute, you got tossed to the wayside right now. But we can. We know when price is attempting to reverse. We found this inverted head and shoulder before it happened. Even showed you the measured move. We showed you how the 30-second got above the 200 moving average and how that's a catalyst for a move, even when the 5-second got above. And if I just open up a long when the 5-second broke the 200 moving average, I'm about to trade the 5-second now. There was a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder there that broke out. Price action can't leave this interesting system in which it lives in. It's very, very interesting. Defund the shorts, the very best. Fire calls yesterday, Sammy. We nailed it. We nailed it. And I gave live trades to people, too, who weren't even paying. Like, even if you were just watching the channel, we helped so many people change their lives every single day. My hope is this. You believe you have the minds. I believe everyone can afford $99 a month because everyone is amazing and great. And $99 isn't that much. Even if you're in a third world country, you can find a way online to access the bigger network of the world economy and extrapolate $99. So no one can even use the excuse that they live in a third world country anymore and money's scarce because they can tap into the internet and they can tap into the world, you know? And there's just no restrictions on us anymore. Like, we can fly as high as we want. Technology is at our fingertips at all times. There's no excuses, everybody. We've got this. So here's the deal. I believe everyone here can afford $99 a month. I believe that. If you think you can't afford $99 a month, you think you're not going to greatness. If you're struggling. And so my plan is this, to go live every day, to teach people how to make $99 a month if they don't think they can, to change their mindset, to make them believe. Once I turn them into a soldier, a student of the game, they're ready, and then next thing you know, they'll come and pay $99. I turn them into someone that can pay $99 a month. Understand? They come to me broken, thinking I can't afford $99, that doesn't work for me, a bunch of excuses and reasons why they can't get in the group. I eventually turn them into awesome people with strong mental framework. Next thing you know, they're in the trading group and they're writing testimonials and they're saying, I couldn't believe I couldn't afford $99. I'm now someone who could make an abundance of money all through the month. All right. We back, baby. 99, baby. Amen. So yeah, we turn people. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What do you think today? I don't think like that. I don't know why people were asking about thought bot. 99 is a lot of money in some parts of the world. I just said it's not a lot of money in some parts of the world because you can tap into the greater economy. That's just an excuse you're making. You can the internet is the whole world now. So in other parts of the world, it goes farther, but you can tap into the greater economy, which is the internet. So $99 is not a lot of money in a lot of parts of the world. I just explained that. Think about it. Open your mind. What I'm telling you is real. Again, some people live in like a little hut and they have no post office and stuff. I mean, you're going to have to get away from there, right? I get it. There's still billions of people that live, right? Yeah. While some lion prides have been observed to hunt elephants more frequently, it's not common or sustainable hunting strategy for most lions. You're funny. So we're watching to see this flag play out. I want to see the 21 come up into price action. If we're bullish, we're going to break above the 200 moving average. If we're bearish, we're going to get rejected by this 200. It's going to become the rejection point, and we're going to dump. It's going to end up being a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Be open-minded that anything is possible and be ready to obtain the knowledge getting thrown at you. Instead of saying, I know what's going to happen, and I'm going to do it only if it does this, say, I'm going to take any knowledge that gets thrown at me. Amen, right? Amen. If you're watching the stream, then you have a money-making device, 100%. 3 days at work to get 99. Better to just watch the streams, 100%. Watch the live daily, and when I stopped watching and getting too emotional, I started losing. But Sammy keeps me grounded. Amen. I like hearing that. I like hearing that. So you come to the stream, and it actually sets you straight. I love it. I love it. Money flows. You must be the one who reaches out to catch it. 100. I love that. To fund the shorts. There's a lot of interesting, smart people giving us awesome content and sauce here, too, on the stream. It's not just me. We have a community of people that I'm bringing together. The energy is high. Understand that. This is one of the highest energy frequency streams on all of the internet. 100%. I know that for a fact because I've been working so hard on it. Projecting that positive energy. It's not easy. It's habitual. Being positive is a habit. You're in control all the time of how you feel. You can't wake up and say, I don't feel good today. That's on you. You didn't do the right things. And if you're not feeling good, you got to work out and create the endorphins. Sometimes we don't feel good. Sometimes our body's in a crank. Sometimes we ate something bad the night before. Okay, work out, drink some water, flush it. Find ways to get those chemicals out of you so you do feel good. No more excuses for why we can't achieve what we want, everybody. No more excuses for why we're going to hang out with people that don't serve us. We're not going to go to the bar anymore and hang out with people that want to drink all night because those people aren't happy. So if we're around people that aren't happy, we're going to be what? Unhappy. If we want to be around people that are projecting positive energy, working out every day and pushing themselves, what are we going to be? We're going to be projecting positive energy. We're going to be working out every day. We're going to be pushing ourselves, right? We are who we keep our company with, man. Keep good company. It's very important who you hang out with. It's very important who you spend your time with. You're the measured move of the 5 people you hang out with. The measured move, get it? Your measured move is only as big as the ones around you. If everyone around you has a very small measured move, you aren't going many places. You want a guy that has a very big measured move. That doesn't sound right. Oh my gosh. Wah, 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 wah. I'll be able to do that. I got the mixer coming today where I'm going to be able to hit the fun stuff. We're going to have the laughs and it all back and the sound effects and everything. Yeah. Your network is your network 100%. Once you have the right people in control in the space, you don't have to fear. You're ready. You're in control. It's ready to go. You've got this. You can. You will. You are the best, everybody. I know you can do it because I did it. And if I did it with all the stuff that I had in my head, depression, bipolar, they gave me Ritalin as a kid. My dad didn't understand me. All that up and down nonsense, right? All the excuses we all give ourselves why we can't be great. I was done giving myself excuses. I was done telling myself I wasn't going to be great. I was done. It was time to take my life all the way, baby. It was time to finally stop saying I was going to go halfway and go all the way. And you still have your fun. You can still, once you're disciplined, it doesn't mean you don't take time off. It doesn't mean you don't find time to relax. When you do, it's scheduled. You know when you're going to go golfing and hang out with good friends. You know you're going to put your phone inside the golf bag with the zipper and not look at it the entire time because you're going to be out there enjoying the breeze, enjoying your friends, enjoying the time. You schedule when you work hard like me, you schedule your relaxation time as hard as you schedule your work time because it's that important to stay sustainable. Otherwise, you will burn out over time. And I believe burnout is a mentality, but anyone can get through. And there's burnout in trading, right? This is a 24/7 market, everybody. It does not stop. How do we maintain? How do we keep pushing? We work out every day. We keep positive people in our lives, right? If I had a stressful wife that stressed me out, kids that were screaming and yelling all the time, my kids are well behaved because we discipline them. Understand? Now my 10-year-old is teaching my other kids how to do. You discipline your first kid, that kid disciplines the other kids indirectly. It's a cascading event. So we're looking to see if this 21 can catch and if this bullpen can play out. Otherwise, we may just dump. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling you a bullpen is going to come out and we're going to trade. I'm saying if we get the projection, this is what I would likely like. This is what I would like to do. All right. And I'm watching this trade here on weeks. Watching the setup, and I'll show you exactly kind of how I would set it up here on weeks. If we get the bounce, we might get the bounce right there. I like the long tool with the compact. You can compact the long tool. All right. Really nice that you can do that too, because sometimes it's just too much on the screen, you know. See, we were looking for that bounce there. Just like that. Again, this is a very high. We could get rejected by the 200 MA, but I like that we broke above the 30-second, right? Exactly. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. I like what you just said. I was making 120 grand a year. I thought life was good. I was stuck inside a cubicle. I only had a few weeks off. I said, there's got to be something better for me here. This can't be it. My sister has 7 kids. It doesn't discipline any of them. They're wild and they make her crazy. Oh, my God. Yes, 100%. I know that story. Everybody knows that. Everyone sees someone that can't discipline their kids, and they can't see it. They think their kid's a sweetheart, right? Or they know it, but they're just too embarrassed to admit that they're just horrible at parenting. I don't know what it is. That ain't going to be me and my wife. We saw our kid acting up in our house in a way that was going to embarrass us outside of the house, and we had a long talk with her. And you don't have to hit your kids, really. You just got to show them that bad energy leads to bad vibes, and bad vibes aren't cool. You know, I teach my daughter about abundance, about keeping a positive attitude. All the things I teach you guys, I say the same things to my daughter every day, all the time. You know, she's really mature now. Like, I'm watching her, and she's so mature. And she's helping my wife out in such a big way. She's becoming a huge part of the family. It's amazing. We got 3 kids, and she helps us take care of the other 2 kids now in a big way. God bless her, man. If she was watching the stream, she doesn't always watch, but if she did, I'd tell her, man, I love you. You're the best, Summy. So, look, I'll go 139 for 630 here on the trade. Chance I could lose it, but I'll take a shot. Trading on weeks here at about, 26x leverage, $3,500. Not too crazy of a trade. All right. And we'll see as that position. And I like this. I like what we're doing here. Right? We get that bump to the upside and start pushing. So there's the live trade right there just made on weeks. And again, we're watching this flag. And this is what we do every day. We watch. Now, I'm front running the flag below the 200. I usually wouldn't do that. I am front running the flag a little bit there. Okay? And we're already bouncing. If you had got in there, we're already kind of starting to make the move. Right? Pretty awesome. And now we're limited in. We're ready to rock with the stop loss. And again, I like that on week sell. We put the price in the stop loss, then we limit in. And then we limit in. The stop loss and the take profit are right there waiting for you. Ready to go. You can see the trade just locked and loaded. Ready to rock for you, right? So. Man, the massive monitor is crazy, right? Wow, it already ripped up a little bit here. I mean, that's $40. That's the fastest $40 I've ever made in my life. Like, it's 29 now, but dang, that was quick. I mean, $29 in under 30 seconds, pretty insane, right? I'm getting it. We'll see where the trade goes. I don't like, when it starts off right off the bat, ain't bad. Man, now it's up 5-6, so we'll see how fast this thing can swing. All right. So we're watching the trade. High-risk trade, by the way, and why? Just because, why is it a high-risk trade? Well, we've had a huge pump. I know there's some pull, and we're below the 200. I usually wait for us to get above the 200. I'm front running my signal right now, so I now know there's a likelihood I could lose the trade. There's not 100%. All right, so there's a likelihood I could lose the trade, but hey, I'm going to take a shot because I'm the crypto lifer, and most of the shots I take win. So I should just keep taking shots, right? Amen. So I'm not going to stop taking a shot here on the channel. Hyperliquid looking good too, back at 40. All we need is sideways price action for Bitcoin. Show that Bitcoin can bounce off 108 and go sideways. I'm telling you right now, that's going to let the altcoins go crazy, all right? I don't like when you hover over the TP and stop loss. It does show you, yeah. I do like, I think you mean, yeah, exactly. We roll and train, baby, moving easy. Up this week, 115, 117, then way down to form major inverted right shoulder, and then off to, I don't know. You guys are funny, man, making all this is what's going to happen stuff. I got the projections. I have some ideas, but I just take it one step and one day at a time. Some of your projections are pretty wacky to me because they would assume you would be losing like a 1 hour, 200 MA to get to the levels you talk about. And I'll be the first to see us lose that level and then kind of put the people unaware. So we'll see. I say I know nothing but the fact of my ignorance. We go from there because that's the cleanest way to be subjective. And that way, you know, when I say that, that has a deeper meaning. It means I'm saying that anything is possible and that I can handle any situation that comes my way. And then I'm not defining how I'm going to react. When you tell yourself what's going to happen, you're basically telling yourself you're going to get upset when it doesn't. You see what I'm saying? So you're already setting yourself up for a negative reaction. So when I say I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, I'm creating positivity because I'm not going to go down the tubes if it doesn't go my way. You know, understand, like, I know there's a good chance I lose this trade. I want to make this clear. This is not one of Sammy's golden trades. This is one of Sammy's, like, I give this like a 4.5, 5. So if you're hesitant, 100%. Am I weird because I like KYC? No, why not? There's nothing wrong with liking KYC. Proving to everyone that you don't have anything to hide. I think there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I get it. I'm not about, like, the government coming in your house and, like, looking inside your closets, but, like, what do you got to hide, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? What I don't like is exchanges taking all my information and then getting hacked and losing it. That's why I don't like KYC, because that's not cool. Like, you're going to ask me for all my information and then you're going to give it away. You're going to, like Coinbase, they recently just had an issue again. They did a really good job with it. God bless you, Coinbase. I love you guys. No problems. I always want to be happy with Coinbase. You know, they've been around. I have my Coinbase account for a long time. Yeah, look, there's the dump there. We did not get above the 200 MA. I went against my model. Now I'm down $49. I might just cut it off. I got the trade over here. Yeah, I'll cut it off and I'll only take it if we go back above the 200 MA. Like, it didn't plan out. I lost about $108, everybody. I just lost 108. So I apologize if you took an L, but it wasn't a great trade. It wasn't my model. My model is to wait to get above the 200 with the 21 touching. So I just went against my model and lost $100 for a reason. See? Slap that hand, right? Don't do what I did. Don't go against your model. All right? Again, I don't, you know. Exactly. What do you think about OKX? I've never really used OKX, but they've been around a long time. So, yeah, I have nothing really bad, nothing good. And the only good thing I can say is they've been sustainable. So, yeah, I have nothing bad to say. Hey, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I don't want to put anybody down. God bless them. Yeah, so look, there was an Adam and Eve right there, and we called it out right as it happened. I said, watch out. And then, had this bounced and got tight, then the trade would have played out, more likely. The shorts took over, and they rocked the pattern. We did not break back above the 200 moving average. You see how crucial the 1 minute 200 is? And again, someone could have just played that inverted head and shoulder. I mean, that was a beautiful move. Called it a day. Really, the 5-second, 30-second break at the 200 moving average, which is something I only started realizing the last year and a half, and I've not really traded over and over again. One day I may sit on the 5-second all day and just trade it. Trade it every time it breaks above and below. I mean, that's a beautiful short. That would have been, you know. Anyway, I'll be joining the trading group Saturday. Can't wait. I can't wait to see you, Craig. I'm going to say hi to you when you jump on in. God bless you, brother. And yeah, go to cryptolifer.com if you want to join the trading group. Go to cryptolifer.com. At the upper right-hand corner, you can hit the subscribe button. It's going to take you to this window where you can subscribe to a $99 monthly fee, a $270, or a $999 annually. That's less than $3 a day to get all the gains, things that I'm going over. Also, we got Leverage Mastery If you want to know more about leverage mastery, you're trading leverage at a high level, you want to take it to another level, really. All you want to do is leverage 10 hours a day, but you're losing. You don't know what you're doing. You need a group of people that are really going to be on you, like I am. But this is just another added bonus, and there's some information here that even I believe is awesome. So jump on into leverage mastery. It is an added $300, but it's not a reoccurring fee. It's a one-time fee, and then you stay inside the trading group. All right. Also, how do you remain safe from scammers on Discord? Read this, please, and find out. It's very important. This could help anybody around, all right? No matter what. Someone said the NASDAQ is dumping hard. Well, it would make sense. Bitcoin kind of pulling back here. Yep, down $100 of the NASDAQ trade. And that's great. I mean, we made thousands of dollars. I wouldn't be surprised if it bumps back to the upside, but maybe I cut the trade off too. I had a feeling today wasn't going to be an amazing day to trade, especially after everything. Yeah. Exactly. NASDAQ dumping hard. Look at that. And now I'm 2 for 7 on the NASDAQ. That ain't bad. 1-5, lost 2 trades. I'll take it, right? And again, the cool thing is just to cut trades off. I cut trades off, you know. I'm like, you know what? Cut it off. There's no reason to have it there. Cut it off, right? That's what I do. I don't force the trade. Don't push the moment, you know. And again, another thing, cool thing about this channel is you'll see, we'll talk about when there's a high probability and a low probability. And it'll be pretty obvious. Look, 777 just flashed there too on the NASDAQ. So when things aren't going that well, and I just say, okay, well, I'll raise the stop a little higher too and take the risk off the table. 250 on the risk, 863 on the win. Again, we may be getting a bounce here too. You know, it's crazy price action. They're watching Bitcoin closely. Hey, Sam, when you share setups, ETP 113 and the P&L cards, you post all the way up to mini DBs, fully close a trade or just showing how much you're up. I show when I close a trade. It's funny. I love that you just said that. Let's talk about that. Because people do this all the time, and I think it's weird. All right. So what I'll say is see fully close. I think I said it yesterday, right? But look at this, man. I said this is crazy, man. I want to advertise the group right now, but ETH ripping now. 5:30. It was 5:30. I said ETH ripping now. Watch ETH. Do not miss. ETH stops below 4-hour 200 MA and have some guts. I showed exactly what to do and how to get in, and exactly when to get in. I said jump on in with the 4-hour below the 200 moving average, right? And let that thing rip. See average closing price? See that? Average closing price? That means you know I close this trade up 141%. I don't just show gains and fly around. And I say to everyone, I said, do not listen to people that don't show their closing price. Right? And I mentioned that too. So I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, make sure you see that word closing price right on the trade. Sometimes I show as a trade, but look at this. That was 4 hours later, 5:30. I tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm getting in, where to put the stop loss, and I'm up $3,000 in 4 hours. In 4 hours, I was up $3,000. Imagine making $4,000 in 3 hours. I mean, $3,000 in 4 hours. I switched it, right? And one's a little better. But imagine making $3,000 in 4 hours. Imagine that. Imagine how you would feel. Like, it's a pretty dang good feeling, I'll be honest. I've done it like hundreds of times to the point of like I'm kind of numb to it at this point. You know, and I'm not trying to be rude. I've just worked so much with money for the last 20 years, in and out, boom, 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 boom. Like eventually, you know, I figured out how to make millions of dollars doing it. I sat here and played with the money until the money gave me a life that I never thought possible, right? And they're going to mess with these longs and these shorts, but look at this thing. This is messy. This is messy price action. Let's zoom out a little bit. We've been stuck in the 1 minute for too long today, and even I'm getting a little bit of tunnel vision. Let's zoom out, see what's happening. See what we're seeing on the bigger time frames, whittle our way back down again, and find out kind of if we can get some insight. Right off the bat, we got tweezer tops of the daily. Doesn't look amazing. We talked about this. We went over it. We know this is the case, okay? We want to see consolidation for Bitcoin. And it's likely going to happen. Back to the 4-hour again. Back to the 21-day moving average. We know we're coming down to the 21. We know we got support right there at 1069, 107,000. So, and that's the Fibonacci, right? We know BOOKMAP also is telling us that it's going lower. Link to BOOKMAP in the description below. It shows us where people are putting their stop losses or where they're going to get liquidated on the API. I can see liquidations right here and right there. 106,240, 107,640. And so it's telling me, hey, the more likelihood is we're going down to liquidate the red areas. That's just how BOOKMAP works. You're likely going after where the most liquidity is because it's like a frog on a lily pad. He's going to jump off the lily pad that has... And so you're looking for liquidity here when you're looking at price action. Are you staying in the ETH trade? How's my ADA? I cashed out on the ETH trade last night for $3,300, man. Yeah, I was excited. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, I just got paid. I couldn't believe it. I had been in that trade about a week, right? Waiting and waiting to get paid. So I sold that trade, man, and I would have made $6,000 had I let it go all the way to 27.76. I would have made another additional $3,000. I looked for it, but they dolphin dipped it last night too. And as they started to rip it, I put my stop loss up, and then they hit me off, right? It was a great trade. Blessings on blessings to anyone that took it with me. Link to I get a commission of BOOKMAP. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I do get a commission. I got XRP here too, looking like it's gonna kind of dip down. I'm gonna have to give it a different tick size though, or change it up or something. I gotta configure the tick size on XRP. There you go. Now you can kind of see more liquidity, right? Definitely more bars down here as well. Hi, everyone. I'm new. How to get in the Lifers Discord. Very simple. Go to CryptoLifer.com. We put the pinned comment too, but if you go to CryptoLifer.com, hit the subscribe button at the upper right-hand corner and just hit where you want to join for the month, for 3 months, or for a year. Jump in for the year, man. Commit with me. You just might find out, take a month, but I really believe the year's the best. I believe I'm the best, man. I don't think there's anything better. I never take days off. People that don't take days off can see what's going to happen to the market. They're pretty dang good at it. They're going to teach you the ways of the world, my friends, and show you how to get down. All right? MEXC just made their spot look just like futures. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I got into that this Hyperliquid trade, and I'm just going to be swing trading Hyperliquid for the next few weeks, right? So I'm going to go to spot, and I'm going to take some profits. I'm going to show you how to pay yourself. All right? I'm going to teach you guys how we pay ourselves. And again, what if we rip today and it goes up? Who cares? I'm happy with my gains. I'm going to pay the trader. So we got this Hyperliquid trade here, right? I'm gonna delete the orders that I have on the book there, all right? And we're gonna cancel it. And once you cancel that order, I'm gonna sell the order here. I'm gonna cancel them both, right? Really want to cancel all, but it's fine. So once the orders are canceled, you'll see Hyperliquid will go back in here. You'll type in hype up here. This is amazing. You go to spot too as well, right? And I just love this because I've been asking for this my whole life. My whole life I've been asking to be able to trade spot, right? And it's awesome. So I'm going to be able to sell Hyperliquid right here, and it looks like spot. All right, it's going to look just like spot. Dang, I wanted to sell the actual top there. We went to 42. Dang, that would have been a lot better. But yeah, I just see us pulling back slowly, and then most of the alts are going to get that pullback. Now, holding hype for probably 2-3 months would be great. I'm just not into that. That's not my thing. Okay? I'm not into holding hype. I'm just I made $3,000 in 2 days. That's all. I'm just stacking money, man. You see? I don't love these coins, man. I love my USDT bag. And I just keep grabbing more Tether and then buying Bitcoin with it. To me, that's the key. All right. So, yeah. Swing trade, sell, swing trade, sell, swing trade, sell. Stop playing yourself. And Bitcoin's not looking amazing. It looks like it's going to pull the market down a little lower. It looks like prices may come down a little bit. So I'm going to take advantage of that to make some gains here. What I like about it too is you can see exactly what you're doing. So you drag the price action, 39.91. And I like to sell, I'll go at 39.87, right? I usually don't like to sell because then people know and they start selling on me. That's why I hate doing this publicly, but I'm a transparent guy, so 100%, right? I just want to show you, they've never had this feature before. It's brand new, so. And then I'm going to press the money I want to sell at. I always go a little lower, like I told you. Watch that. They change that on you. And then we're going to sell hype. It's going to show you you're going to make only $900. That doesn't make any sense. I put in like $5,000, right? 7 grand. So I was up more on the 2. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take $1,000. I feel like I was up almost 30. Now I'm on TARS AI, right? That's a beautiful breakout. Why sell? It's a great, because I'm just willing to take the money, all right? Stack. And it sold it right there. Look, I got it out easily, right? Made another $1,000. You're about to short. No, honestly, after a huge day of trading like yesterday, honestly, I like to take a moment away from the charts and like I take, go to a lunch. It's like, you should reward yourself after a massive day of. We made tons of money yesterday. And realized like I sold it all at the top too. Like, and again, I could have made probably another $20,000 yesterday. There was a couple trades that I left on and not sold early. Would have made even more money. But I'm not going to sit there and focus on what I didn't make. I'm going to say thank you, dear Lord, for what I did make and be so blessed. You know what I'm saying? So I see a slow bleed for Bitcoin back to the 21-4 hour, no matter what the small time frames do. I really would just focus on this and the 15-minute 200 moving average. Like those are the two things I would be looking at. Everything else is kind of a moot point to me and a waste of time. Yeah. I know where the attention flows right now and where the money goes, right? BET, BTIC on Bloomberg, Commodity Energy. Is that BET? Bet Makers Technology. I don't know which one you're talking about. There's a few here. North Star Game Holdings. Yeah, I don't know which one. I'm going to go with the first one because it looks like it's some BTC stuff. I don't know. Didn't show up, so let's go for the second one. Bet Makers Technology Group. Already got weird price action. I don't like those candles. Maybe if you tell me what it is, we'll find out. All right. Yeah, definitely reward yourself after a good day, 100%, especially in trading. I was like, why don't you just go short immediately when it's like, you'll burn yourself out. Find ways to relax and don't go too hard. HOPPY, I liked HOPPY. It was a cool coin when things weren't, But you have to have the whole market to be really ripping to be speculative on these tiny little coins. It's a meme. It's got a cup and handle. The daily. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. It's all about getting above the 200 moving average. The 1 hour, the 15. What time frame are you getting back above that 200? So you got above the 1 hour 200. Honestly, like a lot of people, this coin was hot. It had a pretty good following, but it's in the dumps now. I'd look for, again, a lot of wicking too, but I'd look for the flag. Maybe it gets the bounce here. Maybe it channels more in like a falling wedge like so, like it comes up, comes down. We don't know exactly, but just you want that 21 to touch. You want it to stay above previous resistance. If you get those two things and you're above the 200 moving average, stochastics reset, you're in a pretty good spot for a move. The measured move would take it the length of this pole. Somewhere back all the way up to about, I don't know, what do we got? 0.26808. All right. Feared money. Yeah, scared money make no money. Exactly. That's what you're saying. Feared money. I don't know about feared money, but scared money. Let's take a look at AERO, JTO, and Cardano. And Aerodrone, one of my all-time long-term holds. I've been in AERO for a long, long time. Let's take a look at AERO USD on Coinbase. That's where the AERO is hanging out right now. AERO USD on Coinbase, sorry. AERO USD on Coinbase. Let's take a look here. Super Chats, Bet, Hoppy. Thank you for the alpha. You, Casper Cryptoface, encouraged me to create my own channel. Show the world my trades and what I'm made of. Thank you again. God bless you. I hope you do continue to rock. You know, my thing is this. We need young kids to keep going. Because 20 years from now, I'll be 60. I'm not going to be able, you know, but we need you to start now so you'll be me in 20 years. The only thing is, this is my only, I love people starting channels, and I think it's great. And God forbid, do it, you know, I want to do whatever you want. I didn't start my channel and start talking about trading, though, until I had actually 15 years of trading under my belt. Like, you don't want to show up and just start, like, you could leave people to slaughter if you don't, you know, there might be things you're naive to because you don't even know yet. That's all. But hey, God bless everybody, man, that wants to start something and go after their dreams. That's what you want to do with your life. Go after it. I don't know. It's honestly, as much as I love trading, I don't know about streaming. Like, I sit here in front of my computer because trading alone is going to take 9 to 10 hours a day, and you could make probably tons of money. And then streaming on top of it, I live a good life, but it's a very demanding life. Like, not many people would like what I do. It's not easy. I'm telling you right now. Every single day, constantly on the algo. If you give up a little bit, your business takes a hit. You're always on the pull. I'm not saying I love what I'm doing. I just want to let everyone know it's not easy. It's not an easy life. It's very difficult. And most people would pull their hair out, probably go nuts. I make it look easy. It's not easy. It's very difficult. So look, Aerodrone. Same thing on the 1 hour for Bitcoin. You come back to the 21-day moving average. Just looks likely. AERO back to 59, but man. Let's take a look at the bigger picture for AERO. A lot of streamers just don't talk about the demand of streaming. Like, I was up at 5 in the morning in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be out like a normal. I didn't go out, and by 11 o'clock, I started thinking about what I had to be doing. My life is consumed by my work, man. It is. And if you want to do YouTube and not just do it as a hobby and play games, it's going to take every single thing you have. It's like playing for a professional sports team. I'm telling you, it's that demanding. It really is. So either you're ready to go all the way or you're going to get depressed with your results. And I don't know, man. And some people go just enough that it's draining. They put a lot of energy in it and still don't get the results because you got to go way harder than you think hard is. Like, and most people don't know. I'm not trying to be rude. Most people don't know what that is. They haven't had a mentor teach them what real work ethic, like what real multimillionaire discipline is. Because you want to start making big money. You want to start getting it in with the big boys. The big boys know how to work hard. The big boys have work ethic. The big boys are pushing themselves. A lot of the big boys don't drink. You see what I'm saying? So when everyone else is indulging, hanging out, having a blast, the guys in charge are doing the disciplined moves that most people aren't. And that's going to separate you from the herd over time. That's just what's going to happen. I mean, AERO looks like it's at a cup and handle about to explode on the 5-day chart. Bitcoin starts going sideways. The altcoins start to rip. Ethereum is kind of out the bag now. And that tells me that the altcoins are going to start ripping again. That's a cup and handle. I could see us head all the way up to 97 cents sooner than later. Someone said AERO's cooked. It did make a lower low, but it made a higher low there too. Anything could happen. We're still up on AERO. We'll see where it goes. So bet stock, SharpLink Gaming. Okay, we'll take a look. I still don't see it. Yeah, I see no SharpLink. I see North Star Gaming. I don't see SharpLink. Yeah. And again, I could be wrong. I'm not seeing this thing. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe I'm wrong. Pharma Interact. No, I see no SharpLink. I see North Star Gaming. It's in the dumps like a meme coin. And it's all the way down in the dumps. If you bet on this thing, it's whack. Looks like a meme coin. Yeah. If I can make 3K in 4 hours on a day average, it's not every day. Some days you might make 10K though in 10 hours. Some days you might make 2K in 1 hour. Some days you might make, my key is to make $500 to $200 a day every day. To $2,000, sorry, $500 to $2,000 a day. That's the goal. If I can hit that goal, so be it. We go from there. All right. Thank you for the alpha. God bless you, brother. Okay, let's take a look at JTO, Cardano, and TARS AI. And this thing moved with Solana very well. JITO, right? JTO. Remember when it first came out? I liked it. Had a couple nice pumps. Funny, it's lackluster too, right? It's going to have to break out of the falling wedge. At least it's like kind of it's right above that first support that became resistance. So my thing, once it breaks above 226, look for it to retest and then continue further. 379 is the key level I'm looking for here. Rob, how you doing in that hole, bro? I was wondering if you're listening with your headphones on. That'd be funny. And then I know you're like, whoa, he just mentioned me. I just thought about you. I was like, how is he out there? Where is he? I haven't seen you yet. I can't wait to get out there, man. You have no idea. That's all I'm thinking about. And man, it's been rainy here for 3 days straight, man. It's so crazy. Second you get to Massachusetts, back to the dark gray skies. Away from sunny Florida, man. Not complaining, I'm just saying. This coin looks kind of... There's so many better coins out there that are in an uptrend, look beautiful. This coin's like, it's all right. It keeps hitting the bottom of this range and bringing up. But every time it hits this bottom area, it seems to pump. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a move back up, but it seems somewhat manipulated. Go back to $4.30. I just think there's better out there. And then there's two other super chat there. TARS AI, right? Yeah. Live revision trading course, Liferis.com. I do teach every single month, the last Saturday of the month, June 28th. I'm going to be teaching a class. We'd like to make it a huge class because we did have to skip recently. We apologize for that. Vegas and everything. But Live Revision Trading Course. Hit the QR code and find out more. I teach this class once a month. I put my all into it. It's a live class. You also get a live copy of it. You can ask questions at the end. It's a great time. I highly suggest you jump on in. It'll blow your mind. Jump into a Live Revision Trading Course. $150. Hit the QR code. And people are charging $2 to $3 grand and putting into modules, making you take 4 weeks to do it. You forget it half the time. You're not even there. By the time you finish the class, you don't even remember what you learned. I'm going to give you homework. I'm going to reassess and just reiterate what I'm saying over and over again on the channel to the point of no return. All right, and you're going to take the course, and then what I say on the course is going to be reinstated during the live stream over and over and over again until you got it down. All right, and you're going to get it down because I'm going to make sure of it. Just keep showing up every single day and be as consistent as me, and you're going to nail it. Everybody, don't forget tomorrow. We've got some, this week is going to be a tough week. We got a good Sunday, Monday. Maybe we kind of leave it alone here. We have core CPI and we have core CPI, and CPI year over year. That's coming tomorrow at 8:30. All right, and then Thursday we get the double whammy with PPI and unemployment claims. That's coming in too at 8:30. So just be ready. Don't act like you don't know. Tomorrow at 8:30 to EDT, Eastern Daylight Savings Time, we will have a bit of a move. And it's something we definitely want to pay attention to. So I guess I should have been over here the whole time. It's kind of tight, though. Stop messing with the mic there, eh? So, yeah. Bitcoin. Are you staying positive, staying amazing, going after your dreams? I know I am every single day, and you're with me. So you're with people that are going after their dreams. Your network is your network. I'm in your network. So let's go, baby. Let's raise that frequency, raise that vibration, raise the energy to the upside. I wouldn't be anywhere else with anyone else but the lifers right here on the channel every single day. Let's go. Let's run it back, right? Let's run it back. I'm going to play. You know what I'm going to play. What am I going to play right now? Watch this. What song am I going to play right now? Watch how connected we are here. Watch how connected we are here on this channel. What song am I going to play right now? Watch, they're going to say it. They're going to know me. They know me so well. This is crazy, right? Thousands of people here on the stream know me well. It's amazing. What song are we going to play right now? A lifer knows what song I'm going to play right now. I'm waiting for it to come out, right? Throwing big darts, baby. Oh my gosh. Banging them on every day. Just be careful. Take a deep breath. We don't want you to throw big darts on the wrong day. One step at a time. One day at a time. One moment at a time. My pocket square slipping. No Eat, No Pay by Andrew Ange. He just knew what it was. So did John Connor. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. They didn't give us anything, baby. They gave us nothing. No Eat, No Pay. We made it ourselves. We got it ourselves. We got it from the heart. I made my millions from myself, man, from my internal drive. No investor handed me a dime from a desk, my old desk when I was a kid. From the basement all the way to the top, baby. God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. No Eat, No Pay, man. Woo! I love this track. Puts me in a good mood, man. It reminds me where we came from. Remember when this is the stream show right now? Every single day. I'm going to start bringing it back. It's a good track. It's got good vibes. SharpLink Gaming Inc., ADA, TARS AI, and XRP. Let's take a look at TARS AI, Cardano, and XRP. TARS AI is TAI. And we'll bring that music down just a little bit so I can do the stream. But TARS AI here, let's take a look at it. So I was looking for TARS to continue to pump. I'm technically in TARS right now, and I'm looking for the pump. So far, so good for TARS AI, and now we're making a flag above the 1 hour 200 moving average. But its screen's so big, it takes me longer to show this stuff. So what I'm looking for here is, kind of had the dip with Bitcoin, but now Bitcoin might get a recovery. We're going to look at Bitcoin before we leave, too. We're not done yet. The people that left the channel right at like 12, I don't know why they do that. It's like, 11:55, I'm out. Maybe they got places to go. They try to do what they can, right? So we're looking for this inverted head and shoulder for TARS to go to 14. I'm still bullish. It's breaking out back to the top of the channel, and everything's going the way we want it. I don't know why this is so off. It happens sometimes. Yeah, I'm looking for this falling wedge to break back to the upside here and do damage. Break out and do, start that movement. And again, today isn't yesterday. Like, yesterday was insanity. The market started, the money started flowing in. We were just taking it all day long. It did not stop. Like $3,000 and from 5 to 9. When did I make $3,000 from 5 to 9? Anyway, so I would watch this. I'm bullish on TARS AI. I'm in it right now. I would even consider buying in right now. But you do whatever makes you happy. I'm in. So I've already made that decision. You go from there. NASDAQ 789. Are we still in the NASDAQ trade? Let's see what happened here. Did I get... Yeah, we flipped back green on the NASDAQ. We're still in the trade of the NASDAQ. So now I haven't lost it yet. I almost lost it. Look, I even moved that stop and didn't get hit off. Blessings on blessings, man. The NASDAQ about to take off. I may end up making a huge trade today. Let's take a look at the reversal on Bitcoin after we take a look at Cardano. And was there XRP on there? Cardano and XRP too as well. Let's take a look. That's the problem, right? Okay. Cardano. Look at ADA market cap. Let's take a look at Cardano on the weekly and movement. I've been in Cardano since 2 cents, right? I've been in Cardano since 2 cents. Never gave it up. Never let it go. I still stake it through the wallet. It's amazing, right? I don't even know how much I've earned over time, but I'm sure it's been great. And I like how you can self-custody stake. I mean, it's one of the greatest coins for that reason, right? I mean, who else? Cardano, baby. It's the way it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things were Cardano the way they're supposed to be. It's not supposed to be glitz and glamour and all this nonsense for crypto. It's supposed to be infrastructure, movement, and scalability. That's not always the flashiest or the sexiest, right? But that's really what you need to build on. I'm seeing Cardano with a breakout. It's messy. It's got a falling wedge. It had a fake out break back inside, but it's struggling with that weekly 200. And I see a big move coming. I see, look, a shoulder. I see a cup and a handle there. You see it? There's your handle. And I see a cup and handle on the RSI for the weekly. Of course, I'm more bullish than bearish. I own the thing, and I believe in it, and I like Charles. And I'm one of those Cardano nerds, but I got 3 kids, man, so I actually, you know what I'm saying. Not like those other Cardano guys that sit inside all day. But anyway, Alex Becker, man, you got to love it, man. He makes fun of Cardano holders all the time. He's like, yeah, so I see Cardano headed to 173. It will take its time with the Bitcoin up and downs. It might dip and up and up, but over time, Cardano's headed. I would continue to DCA if you believed in it. 173 for Cardano is coming, in my humble opinion. Alex Becker says opinion different to you. Opinion. I always noticed that. I was like, why did he do that? I see XRP on the weekly about to explode. You see this? It's oversold. I see a cup and handle. It's only a matter of time. Stop loss below 186. Take profit at 525. You heard it here first. Trade the weekly. It's going to take maybe, 2 to 3 months to play out. That's not going to happen overnight. That's the trade right there. Everyone wants more sauce. That's how you make the most money on XRP. All right? Disregard the wick. That didn't happen. It's just an API glitch. But that's how you make the most money on XRP. That's the trade right there for XRP. You do whatever you want. But that's the trade. There's nothing else to talk about. I know other people want more. There's nothing else to talk about. Okay. SBET. So you wrote bet, but no, I don't know if maybe I didn't see the S. SharpLink Gaming. They had a huge pump when they got above the 200 MA, right? And then they completely collapsed. Here's where you could pull in a Fibonacci. And someone said, can you draw a Fibonacci exactly? That's what I did. You find the exact bottom and you pull it to the top of the wick from the upper to the right. That's it. This came to the 786 Fibonacci retracement. It got sold off pretty good. This is a place where you would expect a bit of a bounce. It's oversold on the stochastics RSI. I can't stand how the stock market breaks down the charts and has holes in them. You would say that would be a bounce period. You're very oversold. Again, at the same time, it got sold off pretty hard. I don't like charts like this personally unless I'm buying something in a bear market that I really believe in. But this thing is in its own little bit of a slump here. Not amazing. I'm not a fan of it, but the next measured move takes it to 114 if it breaks back above. For me, it's about that first candle. Break above 42.43, retest it, and then you swing trade it to 64. And don't have to fall in love with the thing. Yeah. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. You do whatever makes you happy. God bless everybody here on the live. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and see if we are going to get a bit of a bounce here. What's happening? And where are we at? Where do we end up with Bitcoin here? Wow, we got back to 109,000. It's pretty strong, actually. I'm a bit surprised by that. It looked like we were going to slump off. Wow, now we're toying with the 200 again on the 1 minute time frame. We still haven't gotten back above it. Until we get above it and touch the 21, I'm not with any price action moving here. Let's look at our 4 hour and just shrink it down here. Even if we slow bleed, like I told you, we'll get a bounce right now. Because we're supposed to get a bounce back to the, When you're range bound, you're going to get bounces through the channel. Anyone notice a difference on the stream today with the new monitor? Good or bad? Take me longer to do TA, better to do, you know. A lot of land. One, I will say it's a lot of landscape. It takes me a little longer to travel around. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, again, Bitcoin might end up flagging like so. I don't know what's going to happen for sure. I am more bullish than bearish on Bitcoin. There seems to be a lot of people wishing they got in at the prices they should have got in at. Definitely some resistance right there that may hold as well. Just want to see the 21 connect. The 21's got to touch price action before a next monster move on that 4 hour. 1 hour oversold. I wouldn't be surprised if the 1 hour bounces. So look for the 1 hour to get a bounce. I feel like we were in a flag. We faked it out. We got a fake out breakout. They broke it back inside the pattern. But now they're about to break it out of the pattern yet again. You see? So if I had to call it, the next 5 hours, I'd say we break back up to the top of the channel. So my prediction is Bitcoin's going to bounce right here, right now. Actually, may even make a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and then make a move up here somewhere. Then consolidate, and I'm looking for this to flag out. But I am looking for a bounce now. After we found the reversal on the 1 minute, we're starting to get back above the movement. Look for your 1 minute to stay above the 200 moving average with the 21-day moving. And we can get the move. So look for the 200 to get above the 200 like it's doing. And to clip it there. Yeah, he stopped it out. Or yeah, we got stopped out of break even there. Not too bad. We didn't lose a lot. Smart move. So I'll watch it. If we get back above it, might take the trade on BitNX. We're looking for this flag breakout now here on the 1 minute. Now it's above the 200 moving average. That's what we're looking for. With the 21 coming, that tells me we could get the reversal. Makes me may want to, jump in one more time. So let's see if we can get this going. I'm trying to make this. There we go. What did that just do, though? It really moved the order book like that? What the heck? I don't know what I just did. Don't do that. Now I can't even see, like, my window. Oh, my gosh. Trades. Just this new screen has got this. There we go. All right. That's awesome. I wanted more screen time and less position size. Awesome. I didn't realize that's all I had to do, but that's great. I'm excited now. Let me refresh too and get the 1 minute where I want to see it. Right now it's saying it's get rejected, but it's not, right? Yeah, it is actually. So honestly, if that keeps getting rejected, I can't long. I'm going to give it a little time. This guy's too good. Maybe 6% gains because of you, King. Hey, God bless Emil Carlson, who made a lot of gains with me in the last 3 or 4 days. Put a 333 if you made a lot of gains trading with me in the last 3 days. I want to know how many people made gains with me. I want to share in your win. I want to feel the energy of you writing that 333 and saying, hey, I won. I won today and I made it happen. No FOMO. God bless, brother. God bless. God bless. Do you DCA on futures with a relatively low leverage? No, I do not. I don't do that. No, I just do spot. Yep. Trub speaking live right now. Heads up for the volatility. All right. Where is he speaking live? Maybe I can cover it here. Yeah, I should jump on out of here. I got so much stuff to do, but I want to cover it. I mean, even though I see Bitcoin looking nice, I still see this liquidity to the downside. Doesn't mean we're going down there for sure, but you can see there's just far more liquidity down. However, they did erase the 106 and moved it up to 108. So people have moved their stop losses now higher up. So that's a good thing too. All right. Anyway, God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I always got to do with something crazy, man. 333 also overtraded and lost a couple, but up overall. Okay. 1 minute looks good, man. Shout out to everybody kicking it with me. 1 minute is flirting here with disaster, playing with this 21 right at that 200. It's a place where I definitely could see a move, but now we got that red candle there. Show me the money here, BTC. Show me the money. Oh, I love that. Now I got everything kind of how I wanted it, right? Yeah, there's the spike up there. I would take that. That tells me to take that trade. I love BitDNX. You don't really, there's not a lot of thought process there. Just nail it, right? Move the stop down a little bit. Oh, wow. Look how fast we got rejected by the 200 right as that happened, though. It's a treachery day, man. It feels like a Monday, honestly. After the big pump, everyone's kind of in. That's a head and shoulder now. We got rejected. See, right there. I didn't wait. The candle closed, and then they slipped it right back below. They're playing with my strategy. That's why you wait for it to get above here, actually make the flag. May cut that off early. We'll see. It's a tiny trade, not a big deal. I could lose $40 or gain. How much is it? 300. I mean, that would be awesome if we could hold. We'll see. Be great to kick off a $300 trade there and show it to you guys at 109,895. It's close. It looks like we may get back above it. I like where I'm at here. It's sketchy, but there's still a high probability to win. We're up $11 already. Look, we're up $20. I told you I'm the king of 3%. No one makes 3% more than me. Nobody. I just did it again all the time here on the channel, right? Nobody makes 3% more than the lifer, man. I do it in a half a second. Look, I made $35 literally in under a minute. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. That is the trade. I'm just hitting the 1 minute with the 200 touching right there at the 200 MA with the 21 hitting. Key area to look at. I love you all. Thank you so much for jumping on into the stream. Hope I didn't miss any super chats. God bless everybody. Let me take a look here. And shout out to the fan funding. I like to call everyone out that gave some fan funding, actually. Let me do that. I would like my name called out if I gave some gains. So Mad B, God bless you. Thank you for sending in that super chat. Good afternoon, boss. My favorite coin is being funny. Should I stay bullish? Kita on future profit. I don't know, man. It's up to you. That's something you're going to have to figure out on your own. It's been ripping to the upside. Smart move would be to take some profits, right? Are you staying with the E-Trade? I've been out of ETH for a long time. How's my ADA? We looked at ADA. Shout out to No Dramas, mate. Shout out to Crypto Crank. Ninders. Shout out to Baki. Shout out to Filippo. My man, Philippe, I love you, brother. We looked at Jitto. Yep. Shout out to Baki again. Made tons of money off the trading. Shout out Omar Torres. We love you. Thank you for giving back. What's the exact indicator used for MAs? We gave that. Baki, we love you. We looked at Hoppy from Coin Operated. We looked at, shout out to Sharp Tamora. God bless you, man. 333 all summer long. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Ivan Roke. How are we looking for alt season? It's okay. It's not amazing just now. We looked at SBET. Oh, you did write SBET. See, you wrote SBET. And I didn't see it the whole time. Joss Lubin invested his consensus software and bet. Why not just buy Ethereum then? Instead of buying a company that's buying Ethereum. I don't understand that. Sam's holistic approach to trading is second to none. You will change your mindset, your habits, and your discipline, and you will win. The group will change your life. Do yourself a favor and join the 99. Best decision ever made. Thank you for the $50. Sam, we looked at Chart Tars AI from Act 04 and Chris Reitz and Kurt Shore. Shout out to every single one of you that gave today. That's going to come back to you tenfold. I really, really appreciate that. May God bless you all for doing that. Bitcoin trade pumping up 43.7%. Looks like it's going to rip, baby. We may have caught this reversal today. 1 minute 200 is all you need to get busy. I'm teaching you to it every day, but hey, you want to do something else 1,000 times, go do it. You could do this on the NASDAQ. You could do this anywhere at any moment. NASDAQ ripping. Like 897, 893, that's huge. That's huge. I just got so many trades that all use the same TradingView API, but they do a good job flipping it back. But look at that. Bang, 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 right? So the NASDAQ trade again, I'll be 6 for 7. Only lost one trade. I thought I was going to lose this one. I didn't. Let's see what happens here as we continue. God bless everyone. I love you. Thank you so much for watching the channel, being a part of something bigger than yourself, and always supporting me. I appreciate you all. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know how we went all the way to 12:17, but we did. May God bless everybody on the stream. Thank you, all of you, for following me every single day, pushing ourselves, and please subscribe to the channel to 100,000 subscribers and more. I'd love to get there. Everybody, I love you. I thank you. And remember, I studied all the great people that did amazing things, billionaires, multimillionaires. What do they do, man? What did they have that, what was that connection? Well, there was a secret to success that they all possessed and they all knew. You know what that secret is? It's getting started. You're not going to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Crypto is life, baby.